weekday Cup of the Word. We're in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, and as Solomon continues to lay out the vanity of life, he'll spend this chapter talking about observations that he has of things that are just really, really sad in this life. The fact is that sadness and suffering is a very common human element, and you're not guaranteed happiness here. And Solomon talks about one of the sad things is that there are people who spend their whole life oppressed, and they will live and they will die oppressed, and they will not get out of it. There is no happy ending on this side of life for some people. There are people born in third world countries and born under dictators, and that's the way they live and die. And then the other thing he talks about is he says, it's a sad thing that no matter how gifted somebody is, all he wants is everybody else's gift, somebody else's talent. So the carpenter looks at the plumber and says, boy, I really wish I could be as good as him. And the plumber looks at the carpenter and says, boy, I wish I could really be as good as him. And so there's never any sort of contentment here with whatever talents and gifts we have. And that's a common part of humanity. He also notices the sadness that it is a sad thing to see a fool who won't work, and laziness and all of the consequences come along without working. But on the other hand, it's a sad thing to see somebody who does work, because when you work, it's hard, and you're never really done with it. And so it's just a constant thing. And so that too is grievous and sad. And there are people who spend their whole lives alone. That you live on this planet, and there are some people who won't have a companion. They won't have friends. They won't have the two or more that will be better than one. They don't get that in this life. They are truly alone their whole life without a companion, and that's a really sad thing. And then he says that everyone gets forgotten. Even a wise king will eventually be forgotten, and that's a sad thing. There is no real long legacy of life here. Everybody just finally disappears. And as you look at it, he's got one point to it. As you look at life, life is full of a lot of really sad things that are vain. There's a lot of vanity if this life is all there is to life. That's the point. Life is sad if there is no God on the other end of death. And that's your Daily Cup. Ecclesiastes 4. We'll see you tomorrow.